This is CoTCast, episode 17, on January 11th, 2009. A podcast by the casually clueless guild members of Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for destruction on Ostermark. This is CoTCast.
Hi, this is Mev, and you're listening to CoTCast, Circle of Trust. This guild is run entirely by sock puppets.
Hey, if you guys want something to goof off, download the Crayon Physics demo.
Oh god, it is the coolest thing in the world.
Isn't that awesome?
Crayon physics.
How do you get it? Do you just Google Crayon Physics demo?
Yeah, you can.
What exactly is it?
It's a game someone made that is like you're drawing on paper with crayons, but it's like you have to try to move a ball towards a star, and you can draw whatever you want on there, and there's certain rules to it, and it uses a lot of physics, but it's really cool.
I hated physics.
Well, it's the physics of the Earth. Like, shit falls down, not up.
Not like doing math.
okay.
You don't
Yeah.
have to do, like formulas or anything.
Oh, that's good.
All right, you guys ready?
Sure.
Oh, I guess.
All right. Hello, everyone. You're listening to CoTCast, and this is our podcast on all that concerns us. Hosting today is Abba,
Hi.
Karnith,
Hello.
Maeve,
Hello.
and myself, Zell.
Or as we prefer to call Zelen or Zelly or whatever the hell she's decided to pick as her main this week.
This is the first time I've ever switched my main.
Just play it safe and call her Z.
Well, I mean, we give Thrakus a hard time, but I mean,
this is the first time
Zelly
I've
is.
ever switched it.
Yeah, you're the queen of alts. I mean,
I have a lot of
remember...
alts, but none of my other alts are mains.
Okay, now
I've
what
never
happened to your
claimed that-
sorceress?
What?
What happened to your sorceress?
My level 5 sorceress, I deleted her.
Disciple
And
of
why?
Cain.
I deleted the sorceress because she sucked. So I have to
Okay,
redo all
and
my
what'd you do with the
crafting.
character slot?
I just saved a different name.
Oh, see, so you've got another another alt.
My doc I deleted because I wanted to change her name.
And what'd you do with that character slot?
I put in the new name that I wanted.
Oh, so another alt.
Yeah.
It's in their name holders.
So what is your main now?
Witch elf. She's
Witch
level 20, almost 21.
Which means she's getting ready to 25, I think, is when she switched her off of her zealot
I don't
to
know.
a
I don't
witch
know
elf.
though,
So-
because a witch elf can go like crazy. So
It is amazingly fun.
she may actually get this one to 40 in the next year.
I'm It took me a year and a half to get to 50 in DAOC. Give me a break.
Yeah, but this is way easier than DAOC,
Yeah, you only have to get to 40, not 50.
and leveling is so much easier in this than DAOC. It's not even comparable.
All right. Yeah, Odalus yesterday was making fun of me. He said they're gonna like one night, just like a whole day, like set up people at different chapters, like a person at each chapter, and just run me through all the quests in each chapter and get me to top level in like a day.
Yeah, they're going to be doing that as one of their
Just drag me
experience
along.
enhancements. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be sitting there getting Zelly an 8-ball, and she's just going to sit there stoked up for 24 hours and get a 40.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Good. Yeah.
I have no room to talk. I'm not even
Yeah,
close
Maeve.
to 40.
Yeah, you can't
How
talk
many
about
characters
any
do
of
you have? You're
Maybe
not
doesn't
even on
want
the
to talk
right
because she hasn't even been
server.
around.
I
I
can
know.
tell you what's happening on order.
Maeve's going to be like Thrakus in this episode where we just told her shut up the whole time.
How's your swordmaster, Maeve?
Yeah, how's all that shit?
My
Yeah.
Swordmaster was bugged, man.
That's too
Oh,
bad.
you should have came and played Destruction then.
Your non-bugged characters here.
I spent because I had
That's
to spend all
karma.
day. I know. I had to spend all day uninstalling War and then reinstalling War.
Oh, how sad.
Oh,
If you would have been doing what you're supposed to be doing, fighting for evil, it's never would have
See?
happened.
and this is the first weekend I even got a chance to play at all. And I spent all day working on this stupid thing.
Car, since we're working backwards, what are you doing?
Zelly has convinced me to come to the dark side, and I haven't quite gone to a new main with my witch elf.
Oh, did you switch characters? Have you been
But I
playing at
have
all?
switched characters.
Huh?
I've been playing my witch elf.
Oh, okay. Do you have a 40 yet? Do you have a 40?
No, I have a 36.
No, you don't. Huh.
But I have a 36, and
Uh-huh.
what's your highest character
Dude,
there? Zelly?
You have a 36 on a doc. I have a 25 on a zealot. That's like I mean, if you compare the two, actually I'm a little higher than you in levels because it is so hard to level a zealot.
Oh, bullshit. Everyone needs a healer.
Nah, I'm right.
No, everyone needs a healer.
All right, Ab, what are you doing?
I was gonna say, wait a minute. I'm a little problematic with this here, considering that. I mean, we all know Gab and Vito, and Gab rolled a Sork, and Vito rolled his Zealot, and just they hit 40 the same day.
That's because they
can't be that much harder to roll.
I play solo.
Can't be that much harder to roll up a 40 in his Zealot.
Solo, it's different.
Well, then you probably should get more friends.
I don't like people.
Oh, you're gonna make her cry.
People don't like me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. We'll let Ab tell us what he's been doing.
Yeah. I've been playing my Disciple of Cain, leveling up with you to try to get you to actually keep on a main.
So you actually have a healer along with your witch elf there, huh? Is he?
When he plays with me, he made it to play with me, but we actually haven't played together probably about 5 levels.
Because she keeps telling me to take off. She doesn't want to play.
I'm dragging him down. He's a fast leveler.
He's only 22 or 23. He's 23 now.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Yeah. So I'm playing that, and I've also been doing some open RVR with my witch elf, so I've just been playing those two.
All right, the guild may have actually dinged 20 in the time that I've logged off and came here. We are that close.
No, we have
20.
not yet.
Oh, it's like 99%. It is 99%.
Just say we have, because by the time this posts, we hit 20. Yeah. There's streamers.
Awesome.
There are streamers falling from the ceiling here.
I put for the guild message of the day, it just says, "Quick, someone fart so that we hit 20." Like, because that's how close we are. Someone does anything, we're gonna hit 20. Concerning Circle of Trust, no more sponsors for initiation. This is something for a long time we've had, a sponsor for every initiate that comes in, and it's never actually meant anything. Like, no one actually does the pairing up and the whole buddy system, so we ditched it.
Yeah, I think Zelly basically got tired of sponsoring every one of our initiates for the past 3 months.
I sponsored some people.
What'd you do with it, though? Nothing. What'd I do with it?
I paired up with them in game, and we were safety buddies, and we made sure no one kidnapped us at the museum.
Hey, my buddy and we actually got left at the museum by our 5th grade bus.
Oh, they hated
really?
it.
Yeah, the teacher left.
Even at that
We were
age,
together.
I know. Like, what kind of
We were
child
together.
were
The
you?
buddy system worked, but apparently my 5th grade teacher couldn't count to 50.
Apparently, your teacher was like, "Yeah, those are the two. We'll pair them up, and they'll be done with them."
See, that was a situation where 2 losers buddied up together.
Oh, but you see, my parents left me a museum too, so it can't just be them. They're obligated to love me.
Let me guess, you were looking at the nude pictures.
No, actually, I was at the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C.
Well, the foster care system did good for you, so you're still looking
Anyway.
for your parents.
Oh, they just had to walk backwards through the museum to find me. I was about halfway through.
Is your real name Joe Dirte?
Okay, so I'll be Car's perma sponsor, so that he always has a little buddy. What's
that's
that
all
thumping?
sad.
Do you guys hear that every once in a while, like a mic thumping?
It's probably
Yeah.
me coughing. I'm having to turn my mic off.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's what it is. Okay.
Oh, are you still sick, Maeve?
Well, I've still got that hacking cough, but no, I feel much better, thank you.
Ah, gross.
Yeah.
I'm trying to spare you from it.
So you could blame your illness for not being online.
Yeah.
Actually, that was part of it. I hadn't played much at all in the last month, not just because I was sick, but I was out of town for the holidays and sick. Yeah.
Yeah, really, because, I don't know, I noticed your order characters have some levels on them.
Yeah, we checked in on Phoenix Throne, and all of your tunes have recent login dates.
That's pretty funny.
This weekend, yep, I did, like I said. And Thrak is just making me play freaking T2s now.
I haven't seen any login
An order?
dates on our end, though.
Yeah, Thrax
I
is
know.
playing over now. He's flip-flopped like 5 times in the
No. Here's what he did. He sent on Thursday me and Haas and probably Lyris personal messages saying, I'm done with destruction. Coming to order, and if it doesn't work, I'm leaving MMOs forever. He goes over to Children of New Sun's website, registers, says, I'm going to be there Friday night, let's party. What's he do Friday night? He plays destruction all night.
because they said that T3 experience enhancement. He sent
yeah.
emails like give me a running commentary on it all.
I was like, yep, Thrak is done with destruction.
That's a long time in Thrax's
Well,
world.
I want to say, how long was it between your email and when he actually played Destruction again? Because, I mean, it really could have been.
less than 24 hours.
Oh, that's
well,
a
I mean,
long time.
that's like a week. I mean, he left it for like a month and a half when he was really only gone for 3 days.
I can already tell you what's going to happen coming up here because his Xbox 360 is like on its way back from getting repaired. He's going to quit War altogether when that comes back because he's just going to focus on console games. And
That'll be for 3 days.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then he'll come
we're
back
not-
for a month
We're not
because
doing
you got to
another.
pay for the month.
Okay, so next topic.
It's enough time on Stephanie. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Stephanie is really becoming our whole podcast. Let's just have a Stephanie podcast.
I've actually
call it the
noticed that
Stephcast.
Stephanie is now listed in his profile too.
Oh, on the forum, you mean?
On the forums.
Yeah, I did that.
That,
That's
that
awesome.
made me giggle. I was out there. I'm like, it says Stephanie.
How does that work? I just bust out laughing.
Yeah, Maeve is Hollywood, and Odalus is Daddy. And
I wouldn't be.
And I think I'm still Barry the Whale.
you're Barry the Whale. All right,
All right, so where were we?
we've gotten nominated for a greenie, and if you don't know what that is, thegreenskin.com has their annual Greenie Awards, and we are nominated as one of the podcasts.
Awesome.
It is so
Well,
neat.
It's because there's only like one podcast listed there.
No, there's
I mean,
7. There are 7 podcasts listed.
If you look in the things there, we got a couple nominations. So really, those people who nominated us,
Thank
I
you.
sincerely thank you.
That's awesome. I mean, we're just this like guild podcast, and I'm amazed anyone listens, really. So that's so cool. And I don't even.
We have no delusions of winning, but
Oh
it's
no,
it's still
no, because
awesome
the other
to be there.
podcasts are actually quality programs. They actually have some substance and content. Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
We used to have 2 in-game meetings a month, and for the past couple, we've really had nothing to talk about. We show up and it's kind of like meh, and then we go on. Everyone's
crap.
what?
2 craps in the corner.
Well, everyone's really using the forum really good, and so the in-game meeting was kind of a way to connect everybody who didn't use the forum, and so we've really been handling everything out of game that we needed to. So we're gonna switch to just doing one a month, and Carr came up with the brilliant idea of holding it on the last Monday of the month, and then we'll just do guild farming afterwards.
Yeah.
every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Well, it's great because then after the meeting, it's always so empty when it's like, okay, bye, and everyone kind of just wanders away awkwardly. So that'll give us a focus. Like, okay, we're all together. Let's go do this together now. So that's awesome. Good idea.
It is a good idea.
Yeah, now if Maeve would actually like come over from Order.
She's
Hey,
gonna
I'm-
run guild farming on the Order. So she's just gonna set up Order. She's just gonna be over there running that place.
Nope.
We didn't even want a guild over there,
Yeah. Because we knew it would just draw people
Yeah,
to Order.
you guys should
so.
just join Children in the New Sun.
Or drop guild tag and try to get quicksand titties built up.
On a
can't do
roleplay
that.
server, you can't do it. We tried
Can't do
it.
it on a regular server.
We tried it, and we tried it, and we tried it. Spelled all different ways. It's impossible.
I think
our
I came
guild
up
is
with
a-
something there.
Quicksand.
Oh, I don't want to. I'm sure Mark Jacobs is listening to our podcast,
Oh God,
and he
you
just
guys are so
blacklisted.
delusional. Okay. To move on, I did not send out my Christmas cards, so
I noticed.
Slacker.
I need to. They're all actually written out and sitting
Yeah, I
on my
found the
dresser.
box. They're all addressed. They're all
Sealed,
addressed and
Everything.
She's saving them for next year.
They're boxed on her dresser.
Yeah.
If they're stamped, she's shit out of luck. Cause
They're not stamped, but that's my problem. I hate going to the post office, so I didn't actually go get stamps.
there's this really cool website. It's called
Yeah.
USPS.com.
Okay, let me let you in a little bit about Zelly. She is great with website management and all of this, but day-to-day things, she'll
I flake.
yeah, it's just like she started like I'm not gonna pretend like I live in a society here. I'm just gonna go along with my business.
I don't like stuff.
We're trying to live in a society.
I'm not trying. You keep saying this, but it doesn't make it true. So I apologize for not doing my Christmas cards, but I do love everybody. Sorry about that.
I don't believe it. I want Easter cards.
You know what?
now,
I
Z.
might just mail them out, just, ridiculously in February, just so that everyone knows that I actually did do them.
Buy
Well,
the little
it's-
Valentine's Day stamps.
Yeah. Anyway, Christmas is over. Hallelujah. And
Yeah, Christmas is over.
guild tax, I've made an executive decision since we cannot agree as a guild with the guild tax. So it is 10%. The reason I picked that number is because I went over to Volkmar for the New Year's. They were having a New Year's party online, and we went over there, and theirs was 10%. And I'm thinking, meh, it's good enough for them. We'll try it out. So That is how
F1-ness.
I came up with the magical 10% being
So
acceptable to
basically,
all.
render unto Caesar what is Caesar's type
Yes.
thing.
So it's 10%, like it or lump it. I don't care.
Like it or whack guild leave, is that it?
Yeah. Tithe more or guild leave for less. I don't know what to tell you. Big announcement. We've got like a whole leadership overhaul. Carr is the new returning counselor. He's been a core counselor before. Congratulations, Carr.
Oh,
or
thank
actually,
you.
thank you, Carr.
It scares the living shit out of everybody now.
Yeah, they don't know you though. Like you're a good dude. When
Everybody's
you wanna be.
afraid of the direction of the guild now.
Right. He's done it before. He can do it again.
Direction
No.
before?
I know.
He'll do a good job.
I'm just here to bring shit to the guild.
And we added Odalus, Pezzalupo, Veliuk, and Snowcone as trustees as our 4 officers. And we actually are kind of lucky because, Carr's returning. And then Odalus and Pezzalupo, they've been with the guild a year and 8 months, respectively. But they're technically newer to Circle of Trust, and they bring a fresh perspective and representation to the leadership.
A year and 8 months?
Odalus has been here a year, and Pezzalupo's been here 8 months.
God damn.
I know. And they both have previous guild leadership officer experience, so that'll be good to get a different perspective. And then Snowcone and Veliuk have long COT history from different MMO backgrounds. So, I mean, they've both been with us for years, so in one way or another.
Probably like 4 years.
Right, and Snow's been since 2006,
3, yeah.
too.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
That's awesome to get that. And we were talking about it amongst the 4 of us and with Winnan, since he was stepping down, because he likes to be a dad. And
I still don't understand it. Diapers, MMOs.
he's got a really cute little baby. Those little daughters, they wrap the daddies around their finger, and you know that, Carr. He didn't say
You
anything.
silenced me.
I know.
That was a little too close to home for him. It was a little too
Yeah, I've got 2. I've got a whole fucking house full of estrogen.
He was either just like being shy or he was like about ready to cry. 'Cause he's just overrun by females at his house.
It is. It's scary. My kids want cats, and I guarantee they're gonna want female cats. So once they fall in love with, they're gonna be female cats, and just be no testosterone here.
The 5 of us, anyway, we're all talking about like who to, nominate and ask and everything, and we're actually in a good position where we actually had a whole list of people to ask. So we were just kind of planning and brainstorming, and we were going to go down the list. As soon as someone said no, we were going to skip to the next person, and we got a lot of really great people that just want to help out. So we didn't get that far into the list. So people, you weren't picked. It wasn't because you weren't thought of. Trust me.
And real life shit happens. Guess what? You're on the list next.
Yeah, exactly. And, we're just lucky to have so many people we can go to for help within the guild. Like, really, I don't think there's anyone who I would cringe, at being in one of those positions. So.
Oh, come on. What about Stephanie? He'd be there for 3 days and leave.
But you know what? Stephanie, I don't know. He's so loyal, and
Stephanie's all heart. But...
Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy. So, I really wouldn't worry about it even if he was up there, because he might leave 2 or 3 times during his reign of terror. But
during
he
a
would
week,
have the best of intentions. Yeah. We've got a new guild in the Alliance. How do you say that? More Sleep?
More sleep, I think.
More Sleep Reavers.
It's the Chaos Moon, is what it is.
Is that what that is?
Sleep, yeah.
Well, they are awesome. So they just joined this week, and it's been working out good. They got quite the introduction. The hazing was rather brutal.
We really put on a show.
Alliance chat was insane.
That was nuts. I sent a message to their guild leader, and I'm like, okay, they're really giving it to you hard, because it's not usually... It's not usually this bad. And she's like, this is awesome. So it was cool.
It's good. I was both cringing and laughing my ass off.
I
at the same
know.
time.
It was fun. That was a good day.
So what's what with war? How'd Kegen go for everyone else?
Oh, God. I'm tired of grinding.
I didn't really do much.
anything.
No? I loved it because I absolutely overpriced everything in the AH and made a buttload of money. And then I got the backpack on the wrong server because I went over to Volkmar for the Misfits of the Warp New Year's thing. And yeah, I'm sitting there and I whack this stupid little snotling, and yeah, the backpack dropped. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
You've got 2 over on that order?
I got 2. I sent them both out to respective dwarves in our guild, but I wasn't even trying.
You butthead.
I didn't keep one for myself.
Dude, they're
I
like
wasn't-
200 gold on the... Or they were going for 200 gold.
Oh, well, I suppose I should. So what am I going to do with the gold anyway?
I don't know. It's
So
just
Haas
fun, though.
has one and Triduck has one now.
You're so nice. How
You
are we
guys
going to
too?
get them back on destruction if you keep giving them goodies over there?
I guess I need to send him a bill for 200 gold.
You're working against us here.
Send them garbage.
Send a
Send
whole
him
bunch of
hate
free
mail.
ads. Here, take this.
Send them gold farmer email.
I get enough of that as is.
Yeah, that goes on to our next topic. The in-game gold spam. I want to call Paz out, especially now that he is an officer. Back on his podcast, he said, mark my words, there will be a forwarding report feature in the mail within 2 weeks. It's been quite a while, and I'm still getting mail, and there's no report feature in the mail system. So Paz, make it happen.
Or a liar.
Yeah, you make it happen. You get on that.
Oh, no, the in-game spam is a royal pain in the ass. I'm just getting tired of it.
What do you do with it? I just delete it. Should I report every single one?
I was getting bored reporting every single one. I was doing every single one.
They're defeating us by just, overwhelming us.
And that was it. I think in one day I sent in or appealed 5 people in my first 5 minutes in game. I'm like, this is taking away from my pleasure. Delete, 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 delete. And that was it.
I just delete it.
I've been deleting
I don't report anything.
I
don't remember. I haven't gotten a tell in quite some time.
Haven't
Me
either.
either. No, they're just going through the mail now.
All you spam gold farmers, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Stop
and
sending
just
me there.
to reinforce, any COTers ever accidentally admit to buying gold in war, you're out. You are so out, because I hate getting gold spam. Don't support these people.
The wrath of Zelly.
Done. Okay. Recruit a friend to war. And now you have a way to get all your friends to try Warhammer Online without begging and pleading and trying to explain what an MMO is. When you're a paying subscriber to Warhammer Online, you'll receive 3 recruitment notices to share with friends or family. You log into your account management system and you're able to send those out. Each month you continue to subscribe, you'll receive another recruitment notice for a maximum of 6 at any time. You send a recruitment email to a friend or family member from the account center. This will allow your recruit to create a trial account for 7 days of free play. Unused referrals expire after 30 days and revert back to the pool of available referrals. And when your recruit becomes a paying subscriber to War, you'll receive a credit for 30 days of free game time. So that's awesome. So I went into my MMORPG moms group that I created it, but then I handed it off to another lady who took it over, because when I started in War and we started doing Circle of Trust there, it was just too much to keep up with that group and my MMORPG moms group over on Cafe Mom. So she took it over, and she's actually a writer for MMORPG.com. So she's knowledgeable and stuff. She does City of Heroes as her thing. So I put a post up there, and so I've gotten quite a few responses, about 7, and it hasn't been up that long. I did all 3 of mine, all 3 of Ab's, and then I used Car for another one. So there's one plug for MMORPG moms. If you're a mom and you play MMOs, check out Cafe Mom and look for the MMORPG mom group, and the link will be in the notes. Well, this just in. We just dinged 20 guild rank.
Yay, guild.
Thanks, Car.
Yeah, not a problem. And I don't know if Maeve can actually cheer for that, since she wasn't even. What does it help you at all?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. What are you, 7 over there?
We are 7.
And
Look
the
out.
guild
We're
you
close
play
to 8. We are knocking on 8's door.
Let me know when I need to pick a
month.
heraldry.
Yeah, for 20, we get a heraldry emblem and a tactic point. And I will say that the thing that I like most now about Realm Rank 20 is the fact that your cloak actually shows the right heraldry.
Yay.
Yeah, it's the reveal.
What's next on our agenda here, Z?
The grab bag. How much?
The grab bag.
The grab bag. How much gold per hour does it take to hold acclaimed keep?
How much?
A guild pays 2 gold, 40 silver an hour while holding acclaimed keep. So
Now, is that T4?
I don't know. That's all it says.
I would assume it might be universal. I mean, across all tiers. They would have had to have clarified, though, if it wasn't.
Yeah, it must be universal. Good call.
That's not bad, really.
That's what I'm here for. No,
See,
that's
this is where that irresponsible speculation comes into
I love
play
that.
right here.
We're gonna
it's-
go with
it's
that.
True.
Yeah.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Every tier. That's pretty cheap.
That is cheap.
I can handle
Anybody
that.
recall what it was? Well, in Camelot, you actually had to build shit up too. So,
Mm-hmm.
and it got more expensive the more you built it. But it wasn't that cheap.
Yeah, to put the fort up to what, level 5 was the max? It was super expensive. We're talking about T3 experience changes. In response to the valuable feedback from many players, they've reduced the required experience needed to attain ranks 20 through 33. And as a result, it will now take you less time to advance through Tier 3 and the earliest ranks of Tier 4. So, I'm in there. I am so in there. I'm 20. Bam. I'm ready to go.
It is seriously noticeable.
Awesome. I'm going to zip through. See, I'll be 33 in no time. Don't blink.
No, just yesterday I was actually online. It hit from a little bit less than 21 and cranked to 21 and all the way through to about the same spot into 20 that I started off at within 2 hours.
Cool.
That is
Yeah, I went from 21 to 23 in the past day, just goofing off.
I should play.
Yeah, you really should.
I've been cleaning. Sorry. T4 Fortress Siege changes.
It's just like the population cap and shit.
Yeah, they were putting a cap.
About?
Yeah, the cap on the going into the T4 siege or the Fortress Siege. Everybody's very unhappy about it.
Has anybody been able to track down an actual number?
No.
No, there's no number yet.
Of course not.
That'd be silly. I think it might be a decent Band-Aid for right now because, assuming they're going to come up with something better later. Because as it stands now, no one can take a fortress because it crashes the server. So no one's ever going to take a fortress, and we're never going to get the city siege. So this is better than never having it. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, but seriously, do you think anyone's ever going to take a fortress or siege a city anyway? I mean, that actually requires people to coordinate and work together and not run off and do their own bullshit.
I think it'll happen really quick after this goes in. But what I do also think is going to happen is, you know how they have it set up by levels? If you're low level and you're already there, you can stay, but then it's going to cap off, they said, or something like that. As people start filling up
your ass.
As people start filling up the area, then only higher levels will be admitted. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something
Okay.
like that.
It's 36 is the first cap, and then 38, and then 40.
Okay, what I think will happen is all the 40s in there, if you are a low level, you're going to get reamed to leave. Because they're going to want the higher level people in there to help actually do the job. So it's going to, and then it's going to be this thing, well, okay, you're 40, what's your spec? Okay, what kind of gear you got? And it's going to be this elitist thing where, the creme de la creme get to play, or if you're in the right guild or whatever, you get to play, but then the casual people are going to get left out.
When they're kicking
Yeah.
out,
Let's see that, maybe.
Huh?
they're going to kick 40s out?
I think eventually, once the server,
I think it's going to be
if this
peer pressure.
stays,
It's not going to be. It's obviously not going to be game.
Oh,
it's gonna
no,
be
it's going to
pressure.
be people treating people
to
like
avoid
crap.
crashing
Yeah.
the server. Yeah.
People are going to get in there and be like, well, you need to leave for the good of the realm because,
This is all fun. I'm
that's
just
one
going to
of those-
cause shit and get people to think that I'm actually better than I am.
That's one of
You
those,
want me there.
That's one of those things where it's I don't know, it's going to get kind of ugly, I think, before it gets better. Unless
The only nice thing about it is there's a time limit on it, so there's not a lot of time for things to get ugly to people to try to plea with people. It happens pretty quickly once it starts. What's an hour? Is it an hour time limit on it?
I don't know, I've never been there.
I was in one. I was in the one that crashed the server, and I think it's an hour time limit.
Are you sure? I thought you were in the one that you had to go take a crap and then went to bed.
Oh, that was 5 keep takes. I was actually in the fortress one that crashed the server, and I think it was a 60-minute time limit. I might be wrong, but I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of time for people to. I mean, you had to go and do what you tried to do, and we kept crashing the server, so we kept trying to race back, but there wasn't a lot of talk between people. It was just people trying to get there and get it done. I don't think there's going to be a ton of time for people to analyze people's specs and get them to leave, but I could be wrong. Not to say that afterwards there won't be people bitching at people for not leaving.
Right.
Yeah, saying, what were you thinking being there at level 20?
Right.
What were you even thinking? That's why we lost.
No, you see, and I honestly, I believe that those level 35s and 36s and the folks out there who want to go and just raise holy hell and run and get in the back lines and lost, they're there for a service. They're out there trying to get people to drag after them and heal them and res them and just distract the other folks.
Yep.
I'm here to have fun.
Yeah, it's really shitty that it had to come to this. I just hope it is temporary.
Well, and I hope it's a really high number, too.
But I can't think of they haven't come out with a number, so you never know. It might be a ridiculously high number.
But in their defense, they have come a long way with the keep. And we've talked about before with the keep sieges and how your system would freeze up in the first couple, the first month of the game. I was in a couple keep sieges with some of our guild and alliance today, and the numbers of people that were there, my system was handling it, 500 times better than it did in the first month.
You got numbers on that?
Yeah, I crunched them. I have my calculator under all programs, accessories. I think like Car said, I'm hoping it's a high number, and I'm hoping they're getting everything optimized to where they won't need this eventually. But
Yeah, they're talking about doing it as an instant zone, they said on their most recent response.
So that there would be multiple?
I don't know exactly how they're planning on doing it, but supposedly would let more people in different levels get in or something. I don't know really.
Well, if they
They just-
instance it off to its own server or something.
Right.
oh yeah,
The Alliance is actually in Beckett's Massive Online Gamer magazine. You can order yours for just $9.99 at www.beckett.com/item/644-56225. And actually, it's not the Alliance; it's Black 24 Tribe, but they're in our Alliance, and we're in like the photo in the end of the book. There, like there's a whole like screenshot of us, and you can actually see Circle of Trust over on the right. So it's kind of cool. We're in the magazine. Oh yeah,
yeah, kind of a big deal.
it's kind of a big deal. But Black
We
Tooth,
are published.
yeah, Black Tooth's all over the magazine. They've got like so many guides in there and everything. So it's awesome. Check that out. Buy one.
Nice interview with Graz.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
How many times did he curse?
None.
None, he
What?
kept clean, but he kept his ego intact,
He did.
Wow.
which is amazing. The ego without the swearing, but he pulled it off.
I didn't know that was possible.
I don't think he did either.
Maybe they have really good editors.
I was going to say, they edited it out.
In the interwebs, our video memories is gone. We had a slideshow of our DAOC moments, and I received the message from YouTube that a copyright owner has claimed it owns some or all of the audio content in your video memories. DAOC/Guinevere/Albion/Circle of Trust. The audio content identified in your video is Fly Away by Poe, and we regret to inform you that your video has been blocked from playback due to a music rights issue. So, if you never saw it before, tough.
Suck it.
If you never saw it, it was the best thing that you would have seen.
You would be amazed that people could put this much emotion into a slideshow. It was fantastic.
I laughed, I cried, I shit my pants.
Oh, it actually makes me cry a little bit that's gone, and cry being an operative word, I guess. Most of the screenshots are out on the Screenies page, so if you didn't get to see it, you can go watch our Screenies or take a look at our Screenies section. But
I felt the exact same way that a Ruth posted. He said, I understand copyright claims, but to me that video was free advertising for the musicians. Why the heck wouldn't you want your music used in things like this? Seems like a form of flattery if you ask me.
We're trying to justify illegally stealing music and shoving it on our YouTube, but hey, oh well.
How did she ever find it? That's the question.
I don't know.
No.
See, the problem is she played Midgard. So she saw Albion. She was like,
Oh,
oh, hell no.
Oh, my print screen button is broken too. I need a new Merc board, so we will have no destruction video.
Is it actually broken, or the 1.1 patch actually goobered up my print screen?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Go into your key bindings and check, because they unbound print screen from anything. You just had to rebind it.
Oh, okay. I'll try that. I did not know that.
Yeah, Oak had the same problems.
Oh, well, that's good to know stuff. Voon. Paz and I did a quick dry run through a couple of things with Voon. It's a new voice system for gaming, and it's like Vent and Skype mixed. It's really nice, easy to work with. Sound quality was really good. I want to try it with like a few more people though, like see if it loses some quality or something, because we have a few people that either they can't use Skype good, or they can't use Vent, or they can't use TeamSpeak, and I want something that everyone can use. So I want to test it with like quite a few more people, and I was thinking since Voon is free, we could use that for the Alliance then. And that would be yes. Check out Voon. I'll link to Voon
cool
for anyone who needs the info.
And I'm sure that there are people out there who can't use, I don't know, Vent. because and that drove them away from the destruction server and over onto.
Maeve.
I've had problems with it ever since it's around the push to talk key.
Right around the time you started enjoying Hoarder, you couldn't use
Hoarder. Look at that shit.
No, actually, it was much before that. I never set up my push to talk key, and then one night I tried, and then ever since then I've not been able to get it to work right again.
No, you just needed to format C:\whack-FS.
I can listen. I couldn't talk. Maybe that's best.
That's weird. If it wasn't for Skype, I would just think you were a dude. She's such a liar. Dude's a dude. Yeah, and with Voon, see if it gets working. Everyone can partake in Maeve's little evenings when she's overserved.
You can't overserve Maeve. It just gets better
she was
as time goes on.
You can't overserve her, apparently.
Right now.
It was awesome. It was like a little tiny private party.
Poor Paz.
Yeah, Paz got his mind blown away.
What were you talking about? Tickle fights and oil and...
I couldn't tell you,
we were
maybe.
We were being rather silly. It was pretty funny.
Remember talk about batteries and such.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Holding a rhythm.
I say, let's make sure there's no pauses in here so Zelly can't cut it either.
And Paz had this mysterious clock in the background. I do remember that. He's like, that's no clock. It was an interesting night from what I remember.
From what I remember, it was interesting. I started drinking to try and catch up with her. So.
Oh, there was no way to catch up with me on that night.
She was so far ahead of me.
See, that's what happens over on Order. They get me to drink to every typo, and next thing you know...
Man.
Well, shit, that's never a good thing. We've got a quote that says don't do that. We tried that years ago. It doesn't work out.
No, it's a mess.
Didn't work out well for me.
Worked out well for me. I had a good time.
Had a big headache the next day.
I
didn't drink Appletinis for several weeks.
And now you're sick. Look at that.
Yeah, I destroyed my immune
So
system.
it's a lack of alcohol. I see how it is.
Oh.
Getting withdrawal.
That's right.
All right, to move on, we have a few shout-outs to do because we haven't had a show in like almost a month because holidays and sick people have taken its toll on our schedule here. So, start off, Stunny Stomper actually mentioned us on his blog, which is awesome because he's got a really cool blog. He says, I recently stumbled over to the CoTCast podcast. A bunch of folks from the Guild Circle of Trust, Ostermark server, have their own roundtable podcast. If you like alcoholic beverages, Justin Timberlake playing the flute, and are not afraid of explicit language, this one's for you. They mainly talk about war-related topics, of course. While they did not directly feature Stunty Stomper, they refer to my news. So, as apparently they read my website, A Friendly Watt, a CoTCast team. Cool show. Reminds me a bit about our own vent server at times. So I'll link that too, because it was so cool. We got mentioned in like a real blog that I read and use their stuff.
I read that
Steal
blog.
their stuff.
I don't steal it. I always credit him. I put link back every time I use any of his stuff.
No, that's cool.
He's awesome.
It is a good blog.
We were also mentioned on the Warhammer Alliance podcast. It's a new podcast. They got episode 1 out, and we're mentioned at 34 minutes and 27 seconds in. And it's kind of a, war news podcast. So, one of those content and quality podcasts.
Talking about topics.
Relevant things. And they know what they're talking about. One of those, not just this half-assed
Fly-by-night organization. We're
They'd
going to
probably be
rob
able to
you.
tell us for certain if that was T4 or all Ts. For the cost of those keeps.
That one's legit. You listen to this podcast, your life savings may be drained tomorrow. I don't even know what that means. Go ahead.
Okay. Channel Massive. It's a kind of a multi-MMO podcast, and they play war, but they kind of talk about other things. And on their last one, they actually said that all their feedback comes from listeners from Lord of the Rings Online and WoW. And they're like, do any of our listeners play war? I don't think they do, because we don't get any feedback from war players. So I actually emailed them and said, this is an actual war player that listens to your podcast. So if you are a war player, check out Channel Massive for like general MMO news, and I'll link their website. They have the best intro ever. It's kind of an A-Team spinoff. It's awesome. And last shout out is Lagor. It's the best shout out ever. Their latest Stone Troll certified, a Mythic rep actually did a shout out to Circle of Trust. So
Yeah,
Andy.
cool.
So it's,
That's awesome.
I want to know what type of bribe was involved there.
I don't know.
And they had some they got some nice info on the missing classes, I thought.
I thought it was kind of like understood, but yeah, he came out and said that they're coming soon. So no actual date, but it's always nice to hear that. It's in the works, you know. And
Yeah.
it was kind of community focused and how they approach different community situations and issues, and it was really, really interesting podcast. So I think it's episode 14.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. I've actually got that one downloaded and waiting on
Really
it.
good. We're at the end. They mention us earlier, you know, just kind of like talking about their guild, and then they
Yeah,
actually
talking about us being an old DAOC guild.
yeah, and then later on they actually say Circle of Trust. So it's like,
And
holy
the,
crap!
the Mythic, says, hey, all you Circle of Trusters.
It's kind of cool.
So it's cool.
That's cool.
We made it big time.
Yeah.
That's it. We're done.
Who's doing the outro?
I'll do the outro. I don't think I've done one in a while. Or Maeve, have you ever done an outro?
I don't think I have.
Do an
Let's see
outro.
if
This
can
one
make
looks
it
way shorter than
Yeah,
normal.
I've cut it down.
Woohoo! See if I make it through it without coughing. Thanks for listening to this episode of CoTCast. CoTCast is the podcast of Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning guild fighting for destruction on Ostermark. We are a proud member of the Eternal Law Alliance. CoTCast is owned and produced at the whim of Circle of Trust guild members. Our views should not be misrepresentative as the official views of anyone or anything else. Questions, comments, feedback, errors, voice messages in MP3 or WAV format, etc. can be sent to circleoftrust.guild@gmail.com. We invite you to write a review on iTunes and visit our website at www.circleoftrust.org.
I mean, this Sunday thing where we can't drink. Well, I guess we could drink.
So basically what Cara is saying is that I'm boring when I'm not drinking.
No.
I guess absolutely what he's saying.
No, I think Carr prefers it when any woman drinks.
Oh.
it increases my chances.
Well, it was a
She lives like across the country.
I'll drive.
She wants to cyber.
it was a very good thing you weren't on our
Skype.
Skype that night.
Man, yeah.
You may not have recovered.